I might have been a little bit harsh on Black Canary. I did a versus on her and I thought she just did not do what I wanted to do. But then a lot of you guys commented and had me look at her in a different way. So, was I too harsh? Let's get to it.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, Grumpy here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I'm gonna go through Black Canary. Now, I'm gonna start off this video actually with a comment from Le Blog. And he actually, and there was someone else, I wanna say, yeah, so, and Dr. Dark, they commented on a versus video that I did, where I did like Black Canary versus the Dark Knight, because they were both reworked tunes. And I'm gonna do another one actually for Brainiac and Mara coming up soon. But I read his comment where he says that Black Canary had, well, let me say first, my whole thought process in that, if you did not catch that video, was I was trying to put her in evasion comps and I just wasn't seeing it work the way I want to, especially given that Terra is a very, very real thing in the PvP meta right now. And so it was really hard to find like a place to get her to use her. Let me go ahead and unlock that real quick. It was really hard for me to find a place to use her. And so I was getting frustrated, very clearly frustrated. Now, I will say this off the top. I do still think that the Dark Knight is more useful, just because given what he does in the current meta, he disables taunters at a very well, so I can understand why he's more useful there. However, given their comments, they had me rethink how she was going. So Le Blog said, Black Canary has an evasion theme, but she is not primarily an evasion tune, and that's what clicked it, because I was thinking, I love evasion, so I want to use evasion, but she has a turn meter control, stun, out of turn attacks, and true sight, which is all very true. And I love stun and out of turn attacks. Evasion is pretty far down on the list of what makes her useful. She does not need to be an evasion on an evasion team. She can pretty much plug and play her. She's really not niche. Now, I still think that the way that I want to use her, evasion is a big part of it, but he brings up such great points. And the evasion point that and I'm gonna go ahead and give that a like and a heart. And the evasion point that I'm thinking of is that I think that she's going to be best under evasion teams. And so I had a lot of evasion comps that I ran with her. Dr. Dark said, this turn 0 true sight for the team is huge and guaranteed stun on the 2, which is, I mean, it's so true. They're right. They are absolutely right. So I was looking at her wrong. I redid, I even had some videos already recorded for her for the in-depth guide, read these comments, and then redid all the videos, because I was like, okay, let me look at this in a different way. Let me take this a different approach. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into her kit. Thank you guys for the comments. And this also goes to you guys who are newer in the game, or hell, even older in the game. I've been playing the game for 4 years. Read the comment section. I am not the end all be all. I'm not the expert. I don't know everything. I just give you my knowledge that I do have and how I feel in certain ways. But given my play style, given, you know, where I am in the game, given my depth of roster, my perspective is going to be different than a lot of others. So read the comments. There are a lot of intelligent comments down there that will help you through the game. So appreciate you commenters. I do read it, though I can't always reply, though I rarely reply. I do appreciate all the support, all the love. I'm gonna try to do a mailbag episode later today or tomorrow, just to show the appreciation. But thank you guys, thank you. So Black Canary, love the skin, by the way. I don't even remember her normal skin, to be quite frank, and I'm not about to spend a G to get it. Spin kick. Damage to an enemy, gain 4 evasion ups if I had that ringed out, minus 40% enemy turn meter on the target. This is an awesome ability on the A1, and I'm so sorry that I did not take better note of it. Beware when you run her against someone like Aquaman, but it's an incredible ability. And I will put more rings into it to ring it out. The reason I haven't done that yet is because I'm working on ice right now, and I really want to ring her out first. And I actually found a tip, and I'm gonna make a video on it. On how you can get a crap ton of gems in the game for free. So be on the lookout for that video. Now, well, that's kind of a jerk move to do, right? Wildcat Haymaker. Damage to an enemy. Applies 3 strength downs, 4 if I had that ringed out. Stun the enemy, plus 7% damage per strength up on the target. Max 10. This still does not hit that hard to me. This still does not hit that hard. However, the stun is the useful point. LeBeau had that right. The stun is the useful point. That does come out on it does happen on an out of turn attack, so it is incredibly useful. I had a lot of fun running her with Super Connor Kent. Now, Canary Cry. Damage and apply 2 evasion ups to all enemies, all allies. Evasion ups to all enemies, that would suck. 3 if I had that ringed out, and I will ring out that ability. I'll ring out the A1 and the A3, probably not the A2. Although now that I think about it, she has an out of turn attack. Yeah, I'll ring all those out. I should have some gems coming up for me in a little bit because of the free gems thing I just did. So I will ring out all 3 of those. 70% chance per enemy to reduce turn meter by 25%. Love to see it. And a guy like me who loves turn meter manipulation, I should have been more aware of that. Plus, given the fact that she gives all allies evasion ups, it procs one of her passives. Martial arts training. Gain 30% turn meter if any ally takes damage. If Black Canary evades, 75% chance for ally to counter. Awesomeness. And then last, Jiu-Jitsu instruction. Why is this text so small? I am too old to be reading text this small. Team leader. At the end of Black Canary's turn, 50% chance for Black Canary and all allies to gain 3 evasion ups if no allies have evasion ups, or 90%, that would be 100% chance if I had that ringed out, which I probably won't ring that out, to use Wildcat Haymaker if all allies have evasion ups. I won't ring that out because 90% is a pretty high chance. Like, that's a really, really high chance, and I don't know if I want to spend the next 6, 8, 14 rings on that. Also apply True Sight at the start of battle, which brought up the point by Dr. Dark. That is a very useful ability, especially if you're running into taunters. And whenever allies in their turn with evasions up, if they didn't already have True Sight. See, this is what happens when the text is so small, I can barely read it. So her kit is pretty incredible. I was reading it wrong. I got caught up in evasions, which I even say this myself. If I'm ever going to use evasion seriously, evasion should be the secondary, and I should have some healing or something else, a taunter, to go with it, because evasion should be your backup defense, not your primary defense. So I think I did take the approach to her wrong. So I do think she's really, really, really good. I still would give the nod to the Dark Knight, however, in terms of the better rework tune. So let's get into the videos. So here we are, Heroic Campaign, Chapter 8, Final Node. Her going at it solo. Now, the way that her kit's built, she's very impressive in this, in terms of what she does, especially since if all allies have evasion ups, then she'll do her out of turn attack. Well, if she's the only one, and she has an evasion up, which she keeps on herself, then she's going to use her out of turn attack on her A2. So, love to see that. And now I think I went to 3x after this. She works through it pretty fast, and the other part that kind of surprised me, and I think it's because of the out of turn attacks and the AoE attacks, she's relatively strong in that sense. It was funny to me that she was able to complete this, but Batwoman and Peacemaker were not. They can't complete it, but that's partially because if you're gonna go at something solo, it makes sense to have one of two things. Either you can have healage, heal yourself, shield yourself, or whatever in this scenario, or they can't hurt you if they can't move. So she's keeping Necron stunned and giving him strength dance. I don't know if Necron is special damage or physical damage. I should work on him one day. But she's keeping him stunned so he can keep getting his turns all he wants to, but since she has the evasion up, she'll keep doing her out of turn attack, keep stunning him. He's not going anywhere. All right, so on to the next video. Now here's where I was trying to have some fun with stun. Wow, that was a weird Sheldon fun with flags rhyming scheme there. Let me wait and see when it comes back up. So this was one of actually the later battles that I did. Ooh, bad place to pause. All right, so this, I'm not even worried about the opposition. I was building a team based on its synergies. Now, I go into this in some of my beginner guide stuff, some of my red alert stuff, some of my PvP Academy stuff, like some of that stuff that I've done in the past. I'll go into it. Maybe I need to revamp some of those things. Is that you can take two approaches. You can either do trying to find the roles to fit against certain enemies, which you guys hear me talk about a lot. Like, oh, there's a Black Flash, I'm gonna grab Aquaman. Or you can try to build the team itself to synergize itself and just make it hard for them to be defeated themselves. So for example here, this team was poorly constructed only because I needed talent to remove that debuff immunity, but he's gonna go last in this lineup because I'm using the stuns. Killer Frost, she gets turn meter and out of turn attacks when someone gets stunned. Hawk Girl gets turn meter up, I think 50% turn meter up when an enemy gets stunned. You're gonna have Black Canary who's stunning out of turn, and in order to stun them, I need talent to remove the debuff immunities. So I was trying to use a stun-based team here. However, the problem we have, plus at this point, her stun ignores debuff immunity, which I'm sure is a bug because it doesn't say it in the thing. So I'm sure it's a bug that'll probably get corrected later on. But as you can see, I'm wasting all of my stuns right now, or all of my stun abilities, all those opportunities, because I have debuff immunity right now and I can't get past the debuff immunity. And by the time I actually do, it's not really going to be necessary or work, right? So anyway, as we're stunning enemies and continuing, this was my attempt to move away from the evasion thought process that I had while using, this was part of me trying to get away from the evasion thought process that I had and move more towards the stun and turn meter manipulation. So, I mean, we won, but that was a pretty tomato can ass team anyway. They weren't really, the way that team was built, it was very easy to get past them. So I'm not gonna really count that for much. All right, next up, this was me trying to use bleeds and evasion ups. Talia, who I think is actually really good, she benefits from bleeds and gains evasion ups and does out of turn attacks. You have King Shark, who when enemies bleed, he stacks up and powered up strength ups. You have Cassandra Cain, who does lay down bleeds on her AoE attack. 3 of the 4 give themselves evasion. And so I kind of have to monitor King Shark to be sure that he has some evasions, just so she can be sure to get her out of turn attack and stun. Not to mention the fact that King Shark does stun on his A3. AoE attack, primary target gets stunned, which is why I would need to stun Aquaman, because the thing I'm worried about now is when she goes off, when Black Canary starts doing her thing, if she hits Aquaman with the A1, it's gonna send him into that King's Maelstrom or whatever it's called, where he reduces the turn meter of the enemy team and has the opportunity to give his team more turn meter, and that would put us in just a very bad way. So let's go ahead and get into it as I take a sip of my coffee. So I think, given what she is, she may actually open up some combinations that I've wanted to do for a while. So like, see, she does her A3, and then she can go and do her A2. Thankfully, she attacked Aquaman so that way he would get the stun. So we wouldn't have to worry about the turn meter manipulation coming along the way from her A1. You have Talia there doing her out of turn attack on the bleeds. And this, I don't know if you guys would see this as impressive. It's not, because that was a very mystic heavy team with Castaway Green Arrow being their one physical change there. King Shark was ramped. He is ready to murder. All right, so one more battle, then I'll go to the stats. So we have here, and I like running her with Dove. I like running her with Jesse Quick, because even though I'm trying to reduce the focus on her evasion side, it is still nice to have evasions on everyone to be sure that she does her A2. Also, given that she has stun, running her with Superboy as she's stunning out of turn, it gives him, well, I don't know if the out of turn actually procs his passive, because the passive can't proc a passive, but when I use her A2 and stun, he does get strength ups. But let's check that out just to be on the safe side, make sure I'm not saying anything wrong. We're all enraged, of course we are. We attack back on Spectre, woot woot. So yeah, she's giving herself evasion ups based on that. Dove's gonna give everybody evasions ups, which we love to see it. Missed, Harley Quinn, go at it. So now I'm gonna try to see, everybody but Superboy has evasion ups, which is a problem. Let's go ahead and try to take care of. I'm wishing I had done the A2 on Spectre just to get him a stun, but I lucked up and he didn't go Spectre crazy. Let's see. Oh no, we have 2 evasion ups on Superboy right now. So if it comes down to it, she should do her out of turn attack whenever it gets to her turn. And also, oh yeah, that was the thing I was trying to look out for. Wondering on the A2. Ah. Okay, so he does hit. I'm wondering if her A2, she missed. Got him there, but it gave us no strength ups because passive can't proc a passive. But gotta check. I gotta be sure. Gotta hope, right? Gotta have some kind of hope. But this was actually probably in the bag long before I say it now. And boom, there goes the out of turn attack. Keep the stun on him. Love to see it. Boo. Oh, wow. He stood up to Superboy's attack. Okay. So now let's go into the stats. I'll be right back. So speed. She's tied for 126. She's slow. I guess I didn't pay attention that much. I didn't think that she was playing slow, but now that I think about it, yeah, I guess she's slow. Strength is 31st, not bad, you know, like right at the top 30, like so, not too bad. Give her some strength ups and she could probably do some damage. Intelligence is down to 144. Be careful, that means she is weak against special damage energy tunes, like to the nth degree, like very, very weak. Agility 161, wow, so she's squishy. Well, no, I mean, she has good stamina, she has good HP, so I guess she's not super squishy, but damn. Her crit chance is 127th and the crit value is 55th. So it'd be nice to get her to crit, but I'm not seeing, she does damage, but she's not a damage dealer. I think she's more to what they were saying before, but just in a different way. Like she's there as like kind of support. I don't know exactly what you would call it. Dr. Zabaro, my DC Legends Yoda, he knows exactly what to call it, but she's more support in the sense of turn meter manipulation going down, evasion ups. I guess that could be considered support as well. True sight, things like that. She gives a lot to a team. She does give a lot to a team. So then the damage from that perspective is secondary. It's nice to have, but she does good enough damage, but I'm not relying on her as my damage dealer. Let's put it that way. So that being said, let's get back to the videos. So this is the last one, if I'm not mistaken. Basically, and this is what I tried to do beforehand on another team that I didn't get to work. It was gonna be Desaad. It was gonna lay down all those stuns with Superboy and Black Canary, and then I can't remember if it was like Jesse Quick or Dove or whoever. I was trying to run with them because I was trying to ramp up Superboy with those stuns first from Desaad and then from Black Canary, but didn't quite work out that way. But this way, what I'm doing is I'm gonna use Desaad to remove all the stuns. Jesse Quick is gonna give everybody evasion ups. Because they have Wally West and Martian Manhunter, you would think that they would have a pretty big advantage. The only problem is that he's gonna open up with his A3, not his A2. And then I have Ice in there because she does get turn meter manipulation on the A2. She's very low level. I think I have her like level 64, gear 10. I think I have her gear 10, but level 64. So she does not belong in this realm really. However, she does have two things that I like. That turn meter manipulation on the A2, not to mention the fact I think I have her A4P1 not ringed out, but damn near, because it gives true damage on stunned enemies. So that is why I have her in there. Let's go ahead and get to it. So get my coffee one more time. I'm a coffee addict. Like I drink way too much coffee. The doctors would look at me and be like, what are you doing, dude? All right, anyway, so as I said, he opened up with his A3. Let's go ahead and maybe stun Spectre on that one, I think is what I did. Oh, nope, got him all evasions down and then stunned Dr. Poison, which we love to see. Dr. Poison was a concern. And I'm happy she got stunned because if she does her A3, we're done, we're toast. All right, so turn meter manipulation from Ice. She's still useful in that way. Stun everybody and then take our time taking them out. I really wish, though, I know she's not there for damage, but I wish she could do more damage against Spectre. I really do. But that's just because I'm so sick of Spectre right now. And here's the thing, I was thinking about this before. I'm not a big, nerf guy. I don't like nerfing tunes. Per se, they did nerf Wonder Girl that one time. Awesome. They did nerf Wonder Girl that one time. I mean, can we give Spectre a small nerf? Instead of it being a 75% chance for him to start using his A2 or whatever, can it be like a 50% chance? Like, and this is coming from a guy who has Spectre, level 80. Like, he gets me through Nightmare Campaign when I want to be lazy during Nightmare Campaign. So I benefit from Spectre as much as anybody, but yo, Like, I'm so sick of that dude. I am so sick of that dude. Same thing with Black Flash. Put it 50% chance that his A3 resets, not that it's guaranteed. There's an easy way for us to like resolve the issue, and then we can like change the meta up and get some more diversity back into the game. Anyway, so as you can see, as I'm rambling on and on and on, we kept the enemy team stunned. It was all easy, all over but the crying. So I do like Black Canary. I would give her a B tier. I think she's good at lead, not great. She's a good toon, not a great toon. So I think she's really good, really solid. Definitely worth investing in, especially if you have a shallow roster. So I drop these sessions videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Thank you for watching all the way through, and I'll see you next time.